seems like such a stalemate situation rather. He talked about Harry, didn't he, not getting through to people, Richard, but I suspect that the royal family feel like they can't get through to him. So, you know, who isn't listening?
Well, I mean, I think they're literally at the point where they're not communicating. Harry's made that clear in interviews that he's, you know, he hasn't spoke to his father or his brother for a long time. And I think in the case of his stepmother, sort of even longer. He also made an odd...
He's pretty much burnt that bridge.
Yeah, he also made an odd comment about how much he'd spent trying to sort of heal the rift, which made me think that most of this communication is going through his highly expensive lawyers at Shillings, you know. So this is a problem. When you're communicating with lawyers, how do you go about that? You know, I mean, personally, I think they should be invited to the coronation, but just, you know, they can come like anyone else as guests.
The content.
No, and to be fair, you know, when they came over for... Well, they came over at the time when the Queen died, obviously, and attended those events. It wasn't a great problem. They attended things the same as the Platinum Jubilee. So that could be the case again. There's no need for some big meeting and all of that beforehand.
To be fair, actually, that's a really good point, Richard, because when they did come over for the Platinum Jubilee, although it was a big story, they did keep, to be fair to them, a pretty low profile. They just turned up to the events and...
Yeah, there was no controversy.
And then went back again. I mean, well, there was a certain amount of talk about one point that Meghan was sitting in their car making a point of winding down the window, but I think that was pretty peripheral. They just did what they came to, what they invited to, and then left again.
I think this talk of turning the coronation into a circus is ridiculous. It gives them far too much importance. You know, it's the coronation of our new monarch. It's just, that's a sideshow. It doesn't impact on the main event at all, same as it didn't for the Platinum Jubilee celebrations or the Queen's funeral.
Do you expect a cut-off point by which a decision will be made, or could it literally be 2 days before, then we still don't know?
I think they'd have to sort it before then, just because invitations will be going out in the next few weeks. And, you know, Harry himself has kind of indicated that he feels the ball is in his family's court as to whether to make it clear to him whether he's wanted. But then he does go in the interview in the Telegraph again on Saturday, basically saying before he can get to that point, he feels that his family owe his wife an apology. And he made this kind of very, very thinly veiled comment saying, you know what you've done, I know what you've done.
Yeah.
You owe... I mean, again, it's not the language of diplomacy, is it? So
no, maybe. Well, I think I keep hearing him saying that he feels like he's exhausted that, but we can talk about this forever. But thank you for watching. But don't forget to click here to subscribe to our Royals channel for Palace Confidential, which brings you the latest royal news, views and gossip. See you there.